Today we want to introduce my school to all of you.
Located on the street that has the same name. It's named after a hero of local, Đặng Thúc Vịnh. He was born in the Nguyễn State in Hóc Môn nowadays. Was the canton manager of Bình Long, Hóc Môn, contributed to widen our land. He called young people to display, divided into villages and hamlets. Soon after, Hóc Môn became crowded. Everybody still remember his merits until today. Đặng Thúc Vịnh is the newest junior high school in Hóc Môn. The school constructed in 2018 and worked officially in late August 2020. There are more than 30 furnished classrooms with many function rooms for computer science, music, English, physics, biology, chemistry, and so on. We have a very large library. Beside us, on our yard, there are many spaces for the green. This year, we have 617 students and more than 30 teachers and employees.
Especially from our school, you can see many beautiful views such as Stratford Bridge, a magnificent river below, and a nice park in front of the school, which has a lot of fast food and drink every morning and evening.
We love our teachers, our friends, and also our study at the School.
Hi Nick, what are you doing? I'm talking to my sister on Yellow. She is studying abroad and she told me a lot about on the country. She is staying.
Oh, where is she now?
She is in Australia. Do you know anything about it?
I don't know much, but I'm really interested. Can you tell me about something?
Oh, of course. Australia is a sovereign country comprising the mainland of Australian continent, the island of Tasmania, and numerous smaller islands. It is the largest country in Oceania and the world's sixth largest country by total area. The population of 26 million is highly urbanized and heavily concentrated on the eastern seaboard. Australia's capital is Canberra and its largest city is Sydney.
Australia is a developed country with the world's 30th largest economy and 10th highest per capita income. The country ranks highly in measures of health, education, economic freedom, and civil liberties. There are many symbols makes you easily realize Australia likes its flag. The national flower named Acacia pignata pant, the coat of arms, its anthem. The Sydney Opera House is unique animal, kangaroo as well. Australia is a unique and diverse country in every way, in culture, music, people, education, geography, and history.
Wow, such an interesting country.
Oh, what are you doing, Tina?
We are talking about Australia, a developed country where this sister is staying her study.
That sounds exciting. I'm dream of studying in Australia when I am graduate grade 12 too. I really wanna know more about it. Okay. I ask my sister for more information. Hi, sister. I'm fine. My friends want to study in Australia, so please tell us something about it.
Okay, of course. First, I want to introduce you about Australia's history.
Australia's first inhabitants, the Aboriginal people, are believed to have migrated from some unknown point in Asia to Australia between 50 to 60,000 years ago, while Captain James Cook are credited with Australia's European discovery in 1770. A Portuguese possibly first sighted the country, while the Dutch are known to have explored the coastal regions in the 1640s. The first European settlement of Australia was in January 1788, when the first fleet sailed into Botany Bay under the command of Captain Arthur Phillip, originally established as a penal colony. By the 1830s, the number of free settlers were increasing. Transportation of convicts to the eastern colonies was abolished in 1852 and to the western colonies in 1868.
Amazing! This is the first time I have known about another country's history. So how about their geography and culture? Has your sister ever told you them?
No, she hasn't. But let's get to know by ourselves right now.
Good idea! Let's do it!
Australia is an island continent and the world's sixth largest country, 7,682,300 square kilometers. Lying between the Indian and Pacific Oceans, the country is approximately 4,000 kilometers from east to west and 3,200 kilometers from north to south, with a coastline 36,735 kilometers long. Canberra is Australia's capital city, with a population of approximately 380,000 people, and situated in the Australian Capital Territory. Canberra is roughly halfway between the two largest cities, Melbourne and Sydney. Australia has 19 listed World Heritage Properties. Australia is also famous for its landmark buildings, including the Sydney Harbour Bridge, its ancient geology, as well as for its high country.
Australia is a beautiful country, isn't it? Besides beautiful landscape, Australia also has wonderful people and society. Australia is a stable, democratic, and multicultural nation with spectacular landscapes and a rich ancient culture. We have a population of over 24 million, with more people living along the south and east coast of the country. Queensland is Australia's second largest state, which gives it huge diversity in geography, climate, and scenery. Australia is a culturally diverse society, with nearly half of all Australians either born overseas or have at least one parent who was born overseas. While English is the official language, over 4 million Australians speak a language other than English, with the most common languages being Mandarin, Arabic, Cantonese, Vietnamese, and Italian. Some key values of Australian society include freedom of religion, parliamentary democracy, equality of men and women, and compassion of those in need. Australian society values equal opportunity for all individuals, regardless of their race, religion, or ethnic background. So, what are Australians like? Australians are very friendly and easygoing people. In fact, Australians are renowned for their laid-back nature and unique sense of humor. Another thing Australians are known for is their love of sport, recreation, and the great outdoors. Watching and playing a wide variety of sports is a common pastime for many Australians, with popular sports including cricket, football, soccer, netball, tennis, and basketball. Australians are very down to earth and always mindful of not giving the impression that they think they are better than anyone else. Australians prefer people who are modest, humble, self-deprecating, and with a sense of humor. Besides, they value authenticity, sincerity, and low pretentiousness. Moreover, they do not draw attention to their academic or other achievements and tend to distress people who do. Finally, they often downplay their own success, which may make them appear not to be achievement oriented.
Australian culture is broad and varied as the country's landscape. Australia is multicultural and multiracial, and it is reflected in the country's food, lifestyle, cultural practice, and experience. Australia has an important heritage from its indigenous people, which plays a defining role in the cultural landscape. This diversity of influence creates a cultural environment in Australia that is lively, energized, innovative, and outward-looking.
Hey, are those our classmates?
Hi, friends! Over here!
We are talking about Australia. Do you want to join?
Certainly. I love Australia's music. Let me tell you about it.
As a multi-ethnic country, Australia's music culture is very diverse. However, Australian culture always has significant differences. Referring to Australia, many people will probably think of Opera Sydney, the symbol of Australia. This is also a place that we can enjoy classical opera music. No matter how many years pass, this opera house is still a musical monument in the heart of the Kangaroo Nation.
Despite being a country with a small population size, Australian music is powerful and immersive. All capital cities and centers have a multitude of performing and arts organizations and artistic communities. Australian arts and culture have transcended a country and influenced a global trend. This is the creator is many famous artists, writers, dancers, musicians, comedians, and actors around the world. There are many major national performing arts organizations in Australia, such as the Australian Opera, the Australian Ballet and Musical Theatre. Australian many states in Australia also have their orchestras, dance organizations, theatre and opera. something outstanding? Yes, of course. My sister told me a lot.
Besides being a great place to live, do you know that Australia is also a country well known for its education? The Australian education system has educated scientists, designers, educators, entrepreneurs, artists, and many people who have won Academy Awards and Nobel Prize. Their global achievements include the black box on planes, the Earth Hour, and the invention of Wi-Fi. For over 20 years, Australia has led to work in increasing systems and processes to ensure high levels of education. Education in Australia is similar to most Western countries, student-centered. Rote learning rarely occurs. They focus on helping students understand and apply knowledge in the learning process into life. Students are encouraged to be active learners, participate in most activities, and have their own opinions. Especially, Australia has effectively applied STEM to the education system.
Before talking about how Australia has adopted STEM, let me introduce everyone to STEM education. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM aims to equip learners with essential knowledge and skills in science, technology, engineering, and math taught highly applicable subjects. In the globalization era, students need to be fully equipped with international standard knowledge and skills to be able to live, work, and integrate at many places in the world.
Therefore, STEM education is becoming more and more important. This is also the reason that developed countries in the world prioritize STEM in teaching. Thus, encourage STEM learning for students from smallest education levels, including Australia. There have been many programs that established STEM education in Australia.
In 2009, the iSTEM Invigorating STEM program was founded as an enrichment program for high school students in Sydney, Australia. The program focused on providing activities for students and their families. The success of the program has led many universities and scientific organizations to support the program. National recognition of the iSTEM program includes the NSW State Engineering, Science Award for Innovation in Teaching Mathematics and Science, and the Goethe Foundation's Annual Human Rights Award.
Wonderful! Today we have known about Australia's history, geography, culture, people, society, education, music, the system is so amazing.
I really want to visit there someday. Yes, and I miss my sister so much. And I wish to study in Australia in the future, like her too. Therefore, all of us have to try our best to learn well at school and at home, especially English, because it's the key to the world.